Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my January favorites. I'm going to be talking about all the products I was loving in the month of January and also somewhat December. I didn't do a December favorites since I did my yearly favorites. So I've kind of been loving some of these products for 2 months, not just one. I first want to thank you guys so much. My birthday was a few days ago. I was born on the 27th in 1992. I am officially 25. But I got an overwhelming amount of love from you guys on my birthday. I just want to thank you so much for all the happy birthday tweets, messages, comments, everything. You guys are the best. I really appreciate it. You guys made me feel really loved and that felt nice. So I just wanted to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. If my voice is a little off, I lost my voice. My birthday was on Friday and my friends came over and I was screaming at the top of my lungs. We were playing Flip Cup and I was just yelling. And I kind of lost my voice, but it's coming back. Let's talk about my favorites. So my first favorite I love so incredibly much. I feel like you need this in your life. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is the only setting spray I've been using since I bought it. I've used this much already and I feel like that's a lot considering I just got it. I do not wear makeup every day, but whenever I have been putting on makeup, I have been setting it with this and I love this. It reminds me a lot of Fix Plus, but better because it does such a good job of setting your makeup down. If you're looking a little cakey or you're looking a little powdery, that tends to happen to me a lot where I'll apply a face powder and it'll just look like too much. I spray this all over my face and it just makes my powder sink into the skin. Every time I apply this, I feel like it looks like I'm not really wearing that much foundation. Everything just sinks in and looks so natural. Do I think it makes my makeup last all day? Somewhat. I definitely have setting sprays that last a little bit longer, like my Skindinavia one. That one keeps my makeup on all day. This one claims to be 16-hour wear, but I don't think it makes your makeup last 16 hours, but it does prolong my makeup. I do have other setting sprays that really lock in my makeup and make them last hours and hours and hours and hours. This one doesn't quite do that for me, but it does enough, and I just love the finish it gives my face. So my next favorite is a primer. This is the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. Becca has a primer that's very similar to this, but it's called their Backlight Priming Filter, and it has more of a golden champagne look to it. This one is a lilac purple, and I have to say I like this one better. I don't exactly know why. It kind of brightens my skin a little bit, and it just makes it look so dewy and so healthy. I say it in every video, I know, but just in case there are new subscribers, I have very dry skin, so I love a nice glowy primer, and this one gives me the glow while it gives me the hydration, because there's so many primers on the market that just look shimmery and it gives you the illusion that you're glowing, but there isn't much moisture to it. They don't feel very hydrating. This one feels hydrating and you look beautifully dewy. So I recently discovered an eyeshadow palette that just knocked my freaking socks off. I love this. This is from the brand e.l.f. and it is their Matte for Matte 2 palette. Now, they have a matte for matte palette that I've spoken about in the past that's really nice. It has matte shadows, but they're all very neutral and wearable shades. This one has warm shades in it. I gotta say, I love this one more than their original matte for matte. Not only because of the color selection, because I gotta admit, I do like the colors in this one more, but because of the quality. I feel like they kind of upped their quality for this palette. It's creamier than the original. The original one is really good, don't get me wrong, but this one I feel blends even better. I'm wearing these shades on my eyes today. This is the only thing I have on my eyes besides an eyeliner. I'm wearing the Inglot Gel Liner in 87 or something like that. It's a brown, but everything else is this palette. This shade right here, the second one, has a really pretty like pinky brown look to it that reminds me so much of my favorite eyeshadow in my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This is such an affordable palette and I so think it's worth it. It is so beautiful. Love the warm tones. I wore it the other day to my birthday dinner with my family and I love it. I love it. I'm all about this palette. It's so good. Okay, so about a month and a half ago, I would say closer to 2 months ago, I think, I was on the Sephora website and I saw this product and it really intrigued me. This is the Perricone MD No Foundation Serum. Totally different from their No Foundation Foundation. They have 2 products. I've never tried their No Foundation, but I didn't really read that many positive reviews about that one. But when I was looking at the reviews on this guy, I read a lot of great stuff. A lot of people really liked it, so I decided to try it out for myself. And I purchased it. I purchased the big bottle. They have 2 sizes. They have a smaller size for $20 and then they have this big bottle for 60 bucks, which is insane. I know that's a lot of money for a foundation, but honestly, it sounded like a foundation I would truly love. It has that serum-y consistency and it has SPF 30. It's perfect for the daytime. I would say the coverage of this is very buildable. It's light coverage, but you can build it up to medium. I think you could even build it up to full. It's the foundation I'm wearing on my face right now and it just looks like skin. It's so beautiful. beautiful and it's so easy to blend. The only thing, well, besides the price, but the major con, like the major problem I have with this is that this is the only shade. One. They have one shade. Why on earth would they only give you one color? And this color is a little bit too dark for me. I do have to bronze my neck a little bit. I hope that they come out with other shades, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. You're supposed to shake this up right before you apply it, and that's what I do, and I love it so much. It comes in this little dropper. I just love it so much. Very liquidy. Very beautiful. One quick thing I'm gonna mention before I move on to my next product. This says it expires February 2017. That's like right now. Which I don't understand because I bought this like a month and a half ago. How is this only like a 3-month thing? What? I'm totally gonna keep it past its expiration date. As long as something smells good and looks good, I'm gonna keep it. So on a daily basis, I like the bare minimum when it comes to makeup. I just like for my skin to breathe. I really love the no makeup look during the day. I love minimal makeup, and the number 7 Radiant Glow Concealer has been a favorite of mine. This is the most natural concealer ever. It comes in like this little clicker thing. There are days where I just like brush this underneath the eyes and then I kind of put some on my forehead and on my face. I kind of use it as a foundation, but not really. I use very little product, but I just blend it all over the place and it looks like it's not there. It doesn't really crease on me that much. It looks like skin. It doesn't look cakey underneath the eyes. It looks like nothing is there, but it has a nice like matte finish. Not like a drying matte, but like a perfectly natural matte. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but it gives me enough to where I'm happy for day to day. I'll just put on some mascara, I'll fill in my eyebrows, and I'll put this on my face and I am good to go. That's usually what's been happening. So for the past 2 months, I've been going back and forth with my bronzers. I've either been using my Too Faced Baked Luminous Glow Bronzer in Sweet Tea. This is probably one of my top 5 favorite bronzers in the entire world. Or I have been using this guy right here. I've talked about that Too Faced one a million times, but this one is pretty new to me. It's not a new bronzer, but like I said, it's new to me. This is the Cover FX bronzer in the shade Suntan. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed with this. I love this bronzer because it is literally a perfect contour powder, but then I could use it like on my entire face and it doesn't look too cool toned. This I feel can do both. It is a cool tone bronzer, but it's not gray. It looks cooler than it is actually. I have this on my face today. This is the only bronzer on my face and I love it. It chisels the cheekbones perfectly while making your skin look a little bit more tan, like you've been out in the sun, kind of like a suntan, if you will. So as you know, most of the time I don't really like to set my entire face unless I have like a tacky foundation underneath. And whenever I've been setting my face, I have been setting it with this guy. I love this. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in the shade Warm Light. I'm obsessed with this powder. I think it's so beautiful. I think this might be my favorite pressed powder from the drugstore. I really like the Milani one I spoke about in my haul, but that's more of like a luminous face powder. This is just a face powder. There's not any sheen to it or anything like that, but it looks like nothing when you apply it to your face. Like even when you swatch it, I feel like not much comes off onto your fingers. I mean, you could totally see that there's powder there, but it's very lightweight and it feels so smooth and so silky, and it sets foundation perfectly because it doesn't apply too much product. I can go in for hours and it never looks too much, but it still sets my foundation down, which I love because sometimes I'm wearing a really pretty luminous foundation and I don't want the powder to mattify it too much or ruin it or look too heavy. This doesn't do that. This is perfect. It reminds me a lot of the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the sense that it's very light and beautiful and not cakey. Very natural looking. I love it. I definitely think you should check it out. Okay, so I have 3 highlights to talk about. That's crazy, I know, but it's been 2 months, okay? This first one is brand new to my collection. The others I've had for a while, but this is the Girlactik Luminous Face Veil in the shade See-Through. This is a newer highlight for Girlactik and I love Girlactik highlights. They are very, very good quality, but this one is different. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. When I looked at it in the pan for the first time, I thought, oh, that's just gonna be way too dark for my skin tone, but it swatches lighter than it looks in the pan. This is the highlight right there. You don't really get much color. You just get like a beautiful shine. This is the highlight I'm wearing on my face. You guys know I like really natural looking highlights, but every once in a while I love busting out a super metallic glossy look. This looks stunning in photos. It's like my perfect highlight for nighttime. It's not for the faint of heart. It's very intense and very bold, but I think it's very, very beautiful. This next highlight I've been wearing more like on a day-to-day basis, a little bit more frequently than the Girlactik one. This is the e.l.f. highlight in Moonlight Pearls. I never really used to love this one. I always thought it was okay, but I never loved it because it kind of felt like every time I swatched it, nothing was coming off on my finger. So a few weeks ago, I took this product right here. It's like a little comb, and I just scraped the entire top layer of this. Like, I got rid of so much product on top, which I know is really insane because you're wasting product by doing that, but e.l.f. is very affordable, so I didn't feel like it was hurting me that much. And now that I did that, I actually get way more use out of it. Taking off the top layer totally improved this highlight by like 1,000,000%. I'm obsessed with it now. It looks so stunning and pearly on the skin in a very natural way, but it still gives you that beautiful glow. I love this. It gives you a beautiful, beautiful glow for only a few dollars. I think this is $3. I mean, you can't beat that. I have so been loving this one. And then this highlight is actually a highlight that I've raved about 100 times. But now they sell it in a full-size version. This is the NARS highlight in the shade Hot Sand. Oh my gosh. The other day I tweeted like, oh my gosh, NARS created a hot sand blush. I don't know why I tweeted blush. I mean, these are called blushes on the Sephora website, I believe. So when I saw that, I guess like I just wrote blush by mistake. I was so excited when I saw it because they sold this as a limited edition duo with Laguna. And I bought like 3 backups of that duo thinking it was limited edition and that one day I wouldn't be able to get my hands on it anymore. But I think they now made this color permanent. I love that they now have it in a full-size version. This is my favorite highlight from NARS and one of my favorite highlights in the world. It has a really soft pink undertone, but on the cheeks it looks like a peachy, champagne, glowing, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful highlight. Nothing like NARS Albatross that's like full of glitter. This is a beautiful sheen to the skin and I love it so much. I'm so happy it's like permanent. Okay, so let's jump into lip products. First off, I want to give a huge shout out to the Milani Keep It Smooth lip treatment. Oh my gosh. This smells like my childhood. Every time I smell this, it takes me right back to when I was younger. I can't put my finger on what this smells like. To me, I think it smells like a lip smacker. Fun story, I used to have like a little fuzzy purse. It was like a blue fuzzy like backpack purse that had the strings. And I had that when I was like 12 years old. So obviously I wasn't keeping my keys or my phone in there, but I would take that everywhere I went and it was full of lip smackers. I had like 30 lip smackers in my backpack at all times. I was obsessed with that brand when I was younger and I had like all the chapsticks, all the lip gloss, and that is what this reminds me of. I love the scent. It's the main reason why I like it, I'm not gonna lie, but I also really, really like the texture of this product. I've been using it as a liquid lipstick base. I think it wears so nice underneath dry liquid lipsticks. It's not like an Aquaphor texture. It's not like a super thick, hydrating balm. It kind of has like a more slippy texture and it just wears so nicely underneath liquid lipsticks. I have a few that are just too drying and they kind of crack off, and if I apply this first, I kind of eliminate that. It makes the liquid lipstick not so drying. I really have been loving this. So recently I have been really into Colored Rain liquid lipsticks. I've always had a few in my collection, but I didn't really wear them that often. But when I went to buy the Queen of Hearts palette on their website, I bought a ton of liquid lipsticks. And holy crap, I love this color. It's the color I'm wearing right now, and it looks nothing like what it looks in the freaking bottle. And honestly, I actually prefer how it looks on my lips and how it looks in the tube. But this is in the shade Suede, and it's a really beautiful cool tone chocolate color. It reminds me a lot of Point Zero, but this one is more brown. Point Zero from ColourPop is a little bit more mauve-y. This one is more chocolatey. I love this color. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with it. I love this. You need suede in your life. It's such a cool color. I love how they wear on the lips. They're a little bit drying, like very slightly drying, because they do dry completely matte. They don't transfer at all. So they might feel a little bit drying, but I don't mind because they're not uncomfortable to wear in my opinion. They don't flake off. They stay put and they last all freaking day. Also, I wanted to mention this one because if you're into a metallic liquid lipstick, Frances is something you should definitely pick up. It has a nice formula. There are so many metallic liquid lipsticks on the market that don't have a really good formula. The Kylie Jenner one in the shade Air, or the other one she has, that's Kai Majesty, I think. Those are a little bit too patchy for me. They're nice, but they're very, very moussey, and sometimes it's hard to apply because it'll get a little patchy. Kylie's liquid lipsticks are good, but I don't like her metallic liquid lipsticks all that much, I gotta be honest. I've really just been enjoying Colored Rain liquid lipsticks. They have a ton of colors, and I find that their colors are very unique, bold, and beautiful. I love them, so I've been liking those. So I want to talk about this bad boy right here. I love this. This is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss. I love them all, honestly, but I have been using the shade Peach Fuzz the most. It's their lightest shade. It's a very pinky nude. I have heard so many mixed reviews on this product, and I really don't understand why, because I love it so much. It's unlike any other lip gloss I have in my collection. It's so nourishing. It feels so different. I don't have any other lip gloss that feels like this. When you rub your lips together, it just feels so plump and airy, like bouncy, like if you're just like putting a cloud on your lips. I think they're wonderful. I love this one the most. I don't think they're very long wearing. This is definitely a lip gloss you have to reapply throughout the day, because they're not tacky, they're not sticky whatsoever, so it won't stay on your lips for that long. But I don't mind reapplying these at all, because I love how they make my lips feel, and I like the pigmentation. I think it gives you enough color, you get enough shine. It's not like super glossy, but it's a nice gloss, and it just feels so incredibly comfortable on my lips. I'm obsessed with these, and I love the scent. I know a lot of people hate it, but it smells like Runts candies to me, and I love it. This is the Essence Long Lasting Lip Liner in the shade Girl Next Door. It's just a really pretty nude mauve color. I wanted to mention this because I've been using this under a lot of mauve or purple lip colors, because it's still a nude, but it's like a mauvey nude. I love it. These are so affordable, and they're retractable. I love that they're retractable. They're very creamy, but they're not too creamy to where they slip everywhere, but they're not drying. I think it's like a really, really great formula. I think these are pretty new. The only thing I will say I don't like about this is that the top just like falls off. Like, the top is not very secure, so sometimes I'll open my drawer and I'll look through my lip liners and it'll just be like off in a corner. So that is the only thing I don't like, but I only have that problem with the nude one. I don't have that problem with the other Essence lip liners I have. Anyway, this is really great stuff. It says it's long lasting, but I don't think it's the most long wearing formula. But I mean, for the price, it does last a decent amount of time, and they're really, really good quality lip liners. I've also been loving the new Girl Lactic Matte Lip Paint in Rustic. It's a really pretty red orange. A lot of people were actually asking me if this looked like Miami Fever, but it doesn't. This is much more red. Really, really beautiful color. I love shades like this. I love any shade that has a little bit of orange in it. And Girl Lactic has one of the best liquid lipsticks on the market. Seriously, one of the best formulas. Their shade Demure is like my favorite Girl Lactic liquid lipstick ever. Well, the old Demure. I think now they changed the name, which I will never understand that whole situation. But anyway, I love this shade and I love the formula. If you are looking for a liquid lipstick that's non-drying but still lasts all day, this is really good. I have 2 more products to share with you and then this video is over. I wanted to talk about this because this is like the coolest thing in the world. This is the Cake and Bake Beauty Sponge by the brand Veramona. I have like a backup right here. I bought 2 and I'm pretty sure I got this off the Veramona website. I saw Jackie Aina using this on her channel, and when I saw her using it I was like, yeah, I totally want to buy that. It's so weird because I'm not someone who really bakes my face all that much, but sometimes I'll apply my bronzer and it'll go down a little bit too far on my cheek, and what I'll do is I'll get this sponge and I'll dip it into my loose face powder. I'll dip it into that and then I'll just carve out my cheeks with this sponge, and it does it so perfectly because it's a beautiful sharp little edge and it just bakes your face perfectly. This is what it looks like dry. It's much smaller. I wet it because I do like how much bigger it gets when it's wet, so it covers more ground, you know, and it really bakes that face. Okay, and then my last favorite is this bad boy right here. This is the Kim Tai and Ofra Wanderlush moisturizer. And when I first heard about this, I was a little bit skeptical, I'm not gonna lie. Not because of Kim Tai or anything. I think she's beautiful and really funny and really cute, but because it is a moisturizer. But wow, I actually really like this. I've been using this as my daytime moisturizer. I'll wake up, I'll wash my face, and then I'll apply a very, very light layer of this, and I think it just sinks into the skin so nicely. It's very hydrating, but it's not too thick. It doesn't clog my pores. And when I looked at the ingredient list, there's a lot of these words I don't know what they are, but the second ingredient is aloe vera gel, which you guys know I am like addicted to aloe vera. If you saw my skincare update video, aloe vera is the one thing that has been saving my skin. I do prefer it in the plant, like in its natural form, but I love that this has aloe vera in it. It just makes my skin feel nice and soothing and baby soft. Like, I really like the feel of this moisturizer, so I've been using it a lot during the day. And yeah, that completes this video, guys. I'm sorry that it was 1 hour long. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorite product this month was. Let me know below. But yeah, that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, oh, also, The Lay's dill pickle flavor is my favorite. Look at this. It's gone. You know what this tastes like? These taste like if you had a machine and you put a McDonald's Big Mac into the machine to turn it into a potato chip. To turn it into a potato chip, this is what would come out. This tastes exactly like the secret sauce that's on a Big Mac. And it's amazing because I haven't had a Big Mac in like a million years. I don't eat McDonald's anymore, like, ugh. But that secret sauce was always really delicious. And this tastes like it. I bought like 10 of these on Amazon. That can't be healthy. And I know a lot of you guys were tweeting me how disgusting you think this flavor is, but I love it, okay? I love pickles. Like on another level. I love pickles. I could eat them right out of the jar. I could eat it like a banana. Okay, I need to go now. I'm acting crazy.